Dude, is the sound cutting out for you? It's killing me, man. I hear it's crackling, and I think it's crackling for stream. Me talking shouldn't be bad, but the song should be trash right now. I don't know why. No sound for a second. Now let's pop it back up. Let's see if it works. Here, let me just launch King Castle. Library. There's like just nothing. I'm just gonna pop this an ad right quick. King of the Castle. This should have audio in it anyway. Test it out. My capture card stuff is being dookie dumb. You know, attach. Come on now. No, I just really like that song. I really, I really like that song for some reason. His eyeballs have gone crispy. Gone crispy. My eyeballs have gone crispy to the touch. Dude, I have no idea. Maybe I have to restart my other. Oh, no, I can't. Why is it playing? Why does it sound like it's playing two musics? Dude, what is going on? Audio's just glurbo. Let me do. Microphone input. No, oh, that's for mic. Never mind. Hold up. Device. Let's do analog for a second. Well, no audio. HDMI audio. Dude, what's the balls? They can open up my door? I was, dude. What happens if we like do like an AI dungeon with role with like that governs what goes on? Oh shoot. Okay, hold up. I can get audio. I can get picture. But for some reason, I cannot get audio to sound well right. And the analog way just doesn't currently work. Let me put down the countdown timer right now. You go super badly? That's classic. That's it'll end up being a whole bunch of gay. That's how it usually goes. Well, as of right now, it's this whole thing is super hyper scuff because it's not playing audio properly. Let me get something playing. Here we go. That should sound fine because that's actually on my computer. Oh, this thing was working fine yesterday. I should have restarted my computer before I started stream. Would have been a good idea. Oh shoot, I know what to do. I'm gonna blow in the cartridge real quick. Unplug and replug it back in. Gotta blow in the cartridge. Okay. We roll and you dictate the story? Hey, that could be a thing. So, what is this thing trying to update? Is that what's going on? I wonder if that's why it was trash now. The utility was trying to update. I didn't really realize it. And oh, Druid Raccoon Warmonger. Flavored air or regular air? I like regular air. Currently having significant trouble with my capture card right now. Oh. Do I got decent audio? Lord have mercy. Yeah, I think it was trying to download a freaking update. Wait, Druid Raccoon, is that Raccoon Kitchen? Is that Raccoon? Is that the Raccoon Kitchen we all know and love? I'll be back in a second. I'll be back in a second. I gotta get some drink. Ooh, 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 ooh. The Raccoon of the Kitchen. Hey yo, how you doing, my guy? How's it been? How ye is doing, yo? Took me like 12 tries to get this goddamn thing working. I had to blow inside the cartridge. I had to do the old Nintendo trick. Even though the Nintendo trick literally does nothing, but whatever. But here, let me do this. Oh, Adrian Martinez Wexler. D&D Beyond. Actually, why am I doing D&D Beyond? Actually, yeah, I do. Don't be flipping tables. We need those tables not flipped. My guy. Ugh. Confirm, I guess. Could not find. Okay. Hold up. Balls. Okay. I gotta do this. 5e character sheet. Hey, yo. Okay, what's the basic one? That's a basic one. We'll take a look at this bad boy. Oh man, I just want a picture of it. There, that's how you do it. Okay, here we go. Full cam. Oh wait, I need a shoot. Hello. How you doing? How's the peepos? How's peepos doing? Wow, that looks awful. Okay, we'll do this one. Okay, well, this is a little furry. You doing smelly? Hey, at least you're doing good. I gotta show you. Sweaty? Oh well, man, why is everybody smelly and sweaty? That sounds not a good time. Not a good time at all. Hey, should I continue my game or new dynasty? Okay, hello everybody. Yesterday, if you missed the stream, I did do a merch. I did make some merchandise. I don't like the support thing that keeps popping up. I did do some merchandising. So peeps can take a looky gander. Oh, this thing links me to merch. Okay, I gotta go to Streamlabs and get rid of the Streamlabs one. The Streamlabs one's not supposed to pop up. Just the Stream Elements one. Don't use the Streamlabs one. I gotta change that. I gotta fix that trash. But yeah, I made some merch on the top link. If you want to take a look, I got some cool thingies. Got some cool looky loos. Yeah. And today we're gonna hopefully try to play King of the Castle, but we need peepos. We need some peepos to be here, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this here overlay so you can see the game. There we go. There's the game, and here goes this, because I want to show it off. Here's the merch. Here's the merchandise that you could get. That I've made so far. This one has a front and back. And then we got these, and this is my pride and joy right here. It's a desk mat, and it has my arts on it. You get it in multiple different colors and all that jazz. What are you talking about? There's no bust on. There ain't no bust on that one. There's no bust on this one. That bust is not very large. Okay, that one's a bit large. That one's a bit large. But hey, no, who's counting? And then let me show you if any of you guys have played D&D, this would be this should be quite familiar to you. This is what a D&D character sheet looks like. You have your name, your background, your race, your alignment, and then you set your stats and everything, and then all these little thingies down here all have separate stats on them. and along with your saves, your proficiency bonuses and stuff like this. So this right here is how your character would look in D&D. Tried it before, and then 20 seconds later I got confused. Yes, it can be very confusing. There's a lot of stuff on here, but most of this is like all of this stuff right here is all governed by these. So if you have a document that auto does these, all you have to do is figure out these points at the very beginning. This guy's a level 20 fighter and has a bunch of other like special abilities and stuff like that. But yeah. There's quite a bit of awesomeness to her. I want to play D&D at some point with people. It's a long time want. Oh, dude, D&D is fun. Well, like last week, do we have to be level 20? No. If I ever do anything, you guys are gonna be like level like 0, like base tier, and you guys will level up as you go. This is just an inkling on what the characters would look like. There's another fantastic website called Roll20. If you've never heard of Roll20, I gotta make sure I gotta log in. Let's see. How you freaking oh, there it is. Sign in. I watched Dimension 20. What's that? Okay, so let's see. Launch game. I'll show you one of the games that I was playing way back when. Block for now. Page toolbar. Oh, dang it. This ain't it. Get me out of here. Hold up. Trying to launch a specific thing. Okay, so this is a little thing from Roll20. This is a little thing from Roll20. Has called for Miss. Hey, yo, what's up? So this is this is what we played once. You see, you got Jamumba, you got Nud, Blaudon, Rolando Pombo, Gragnok, and then Quoji, Corlin, Levelin, Sinkur, and these guys all have their special character cards. I don't know if they actually have one, but they have the characters on here. They move around. You can move them around, and this is all a free website thing. I think only one person needs to actually have something, have like something specific. But yeah, this is one of the missions that I played on. They started off in this cool town. Okay, that says gay and penis right there. Disregard the gay and penis. That's not necessary. That wasn't supposed to be a thing. But yeah, like I made them have them come in right there, and they got to fight the guards that are in there that are attacking. And yeah, it's a pretty cool little thingy. Let's see. I had like multiple different encounters. The Dragon's Lair off-road. There's let's see, this was a fight. They had the they labeled this one ew gross, and this one was a red pubic hair. Testicles is right there too. Sniff the what? Sniff the crack. Okay, gross. They drew a weird horsey. But yeah, they could draw stuff on there. They were fighting things. Lot of bite people. So we had Gragnok, a barbarian. Nud was a fighter. Rolando Pombo was a I think an Aarakocra rogue. Blaudon was a rogue. Rolando Pombo was a monk. But it's pretty cool. Oh. Interesting. Yeah, no, those are my friends. And then Jamumba's walling around inside the thing. But yeah, roll 20. Roll 20 has its own little thing. I want to be a level 200 space dragon. I believe the game actually goes up to like 20 something. So, you probably won't be that high. So okay, quick question: do we continue the game, or do a new dynasty? I don't know what continuing the game does. But it's like we continue from like who we have or something. Continue. Okay. Oh well, we I don't know. It says you continue with the thingies. New dynasty. Yeah. Okay. We'll start new. We will start a new dynasty. Matriarch's name. It's King Keo. Dynasty name. By my merch dynasty. I'm a he him. I begin. We're playing on Twitch. Okay, we got 3. Okay, we've had the barons, we have the chiefs, we haven't had the counts and the Credez of the south. So who's gonna be the one back? Okay, we'll bring in the chiefs. No, the barons won last time. They'll be back in. So we have the counts of the east, the grandees of the south, and the barons of the march, since the barons of the march won last time. They'll begin. Okay, now you want to do exclamation point join. Exclamation point join. Joining these bad boys. All right, so we're starting off with Snowy as the Baron, Adrian as the Counts of the East, and the Grandees of the South, Greg and Sane. I'm a Sandman. You guys are Sandmen. All right, we have enough to begin the game. Here we go. All right, let's take a look. So, let's see. The Barons have a 55661. Counts looks like they're going hardcore on the farming, and then the Grandees have high faith. So they got church boys. So we'll do the coronation. We'll do the coronation first. Your Majesty, I've scheduled a coronation to take place in a few times a week. Why the hurry? He'll and the nobles were restless. Okay. Well, they wouldn't dare. No, don't stop it. I got good luck. I rolled a 19. I'm not a sultan. I'm a king. Nobles. Yeah, they're always plotting something. Of course. We call nobles in. Okay. Okay, the laws for voting. Okay, so this is a fantastic this is the coronation of the king, and just so you guys know, we are not going to be throwing me into the water at the very beginning of the thing. So screw you guys. I figured out I learned how to do the laws, so suck one. You're not throwing me in the river this time. All right, 29. You guys, so A is host a lavish parade. B is proceed with the religious ceremony, and then D, troops shall bear the king through the streets atop a shield. So Snowy's voting A. Pick B, Sane. Actually, that's pretty. Vote A, B, or C. A, B, or C. Death to the false king. No, quit it. I'll wait till Sane gets a chance. He's usually trailing pretty far back. There we go. There goes our thing. Okay, what are we gonna do? What do you know? We're tied. I get to choose. Let's see. Lose money and gain stability, or just gain faith. Well, we're going faith. We're going faith. In the hallowed halls of Saint Bertrand's Cathedral, the Archbishop places a crown upon your head before launching into a sermon. And that's why King Keo is the king. That's right. That's right. Ordained by the divine right, chosen by the ninth god, and elevated above all. If the simple nobles are plotting against you, perhaps the threat of eternal damnation has given them a second thought. Probably not. Cancel its introduction. Chancellor, now let's see the first duties to do the thingy. Hail the cross. Introduce the Counts of the East. This is Adrian. Is a woman? Hey, you're an honor to finally make your acquaintance, Your Highness. May you escape the doom that befell your predecessor. Yeah, King Keo died, but took Killer Keo, the leader of the barons, dead with them. And then now it is King Keo. All right, now we have the Grandi Gregatano Jaya. May the ninth god best bless your reign, your holiness. I trust you will conduct yourself with honor and faith. And then the good old Baron of the March, it is Baron Snowy Rose. Hail and well met, your majesty. Under your leadership, will whip this kingdom into shape. I look average. Well, most of you guys, hey, wait, no, Snowy's using the harp. You got that from the the Twitch drops. Hey, yo, hey, calm down. None of that. I already got to worry about all you nobles trying to kill me. That's the only ones you guys trying to scare me. Everybody's happy. No wonder your father told you to avoid the throne at all costs. Yeah, because they're all going to be vying in a path to victory. Spymaster, your majesty, your first few years of your reign is the most difficult. Your new, unproven, what? Oh, no. Oh, wait, huh?
I want favoritism.
Maybe we'll see, Adrian. We'll see, Adrian. You did give me money. If you give me money, that does lead me towards your favor. To defeat their schemes, you must secure an heir and complete the completion of your ambition. My question is, when you die, you hope the kingdom will remember you. I want to be a saint. I'm gonna be a saint. Well, I think I'll show up more since I bought the game. You will. Jordan has to take down the false king. What? You hear him saying the king is corrupt? What are you talking about? No one saw that bribe. Get up out of here. Step off. There was no bribe. What are you talking about? Quit it. Uh-oh, okay, the counts, Adrian. My fellow counts, in ancient times, the East was its own proud kingdom. We can bring back those days of glory, but not while the false King Keo wears the crown. 30 seconds. What scheme do you want to go for, Adrian? Lower my defiance, highest farming, or lower own defiance? Ooh, those are... It's either have the lowest defiance, the highest farming, or lower own defiance. This is what you're gonna try to... okay, so you're looking for the highest farming. Hey, we got another drop? What are the drops this time? Okay, that's not going to tell me any type of drop. Well, I gotta. There looks to be still drops. Okay, this is only for the counts. All right, continue. So the counts, Adrian, you're looking towards to keep your farming the highest. The counts plan to summon an ancient famine demon that will devastate all other regions, paving a clear path to the throne. Wow, okay. Okay, Jesus, a famine demon? Ugh. These can withstand the famine. To advance their scheme, the counts must be the region with the highest farming in 4 seasons. A lot of seasons to stay at the highest farming. So you'll see right here, this is where your goals are. This is where your goals are. So it helps you keep track of what you need to do. With this one, obviously, with the purples, you want to keep yours highest. The false pretender occupies the throne while my claim is ignored. Grandees of the South, this is the stain on our honor. We must not allow it to go unanswered. Grandees of the South, Zinovan. Wow, you guys aren't even there. Where are you guys? Okay, voting is open. So, intimidation. Raise others' defiance for A. B. A witch hunt. Have the highest faith. Or C. Excommunication. Lower stability. So so going with B. Wow, Greg, your vote did not go through. Doesn't really make any difference, but yeah, I gotta wait for the thing to go. Count, yeah, you guys are the Count Draculars. Sane's went through, Greg's didn't, but I don't think it really makes a difference. Wait, hold up. You're there? Okay, well, looks like you don't get a vote. You don't get a vote, Greg. I don't know why. The game doesn't like you. For all sorts of heresy in the capital, the Grandees intend to expose it. First, they must ensure the South is beyond reproach. To advance their scheme, the Grandees must be the region with the highest faith in 3 seasons. Scheme, Barons, Windell. When the Barons of the march back down from when have the back down for the fight? Never. They'll do whatever to put the rightful king on the throne. Okay, Snowy, this is you. Subterfuge, lower stability. Modernization, lower others military. And gunpowder, lower authority. Dun 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 dun. The Grandees have twice the power voting. We need to band together. at least until possibly more people come in. There's always that chance. Dun 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 dun. Going with lowering authority. Okay. Gunpowder. The Republic of Kurth has a substance called gunpowder. With enough of that, the barons could take over the kingdom. Of course, the sensible king would never allow one region to hoard such a thing. To do it secretly, the barons must ensure their trading partners don't fear the king's wrath. To advance their scheme, the barons must lower authority to 4 or less within 2 seasons. Interesting. All right, this is all your guys' schemes. Remember, Snowy is currently the only baron. Adrian, you're currently the only count, and then Sane and Greg, you guys are the Grandees of the South. Witch hunt, blood ritual, and gunpowder. Honor guard. Okay, we're gonna do call for apprentice. All right, Grandee, the Sane Man. Dreadful tidings, Your Highness. A meddling wizard has set up a shop in Serona. Hey, is this kind of feeling a little bit like the coast people? Freaking wizards, man. I believe it's Athmoral, the Stormbringer. Isn't that the same wizard? Wizards have managed to tame creation itself. They wield untold power, and they're naturally distrusted by the church. Even the High Inquisitor wouldn't dare move against them openly. Yes, there are drops. There are drops. I don't know what the drops are, but actually, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do a hold up. With drops. There we go. Who's really cool? Both Sky and Storm. Hey, I watched a new D&D movie today. I went to the movies today. Watched the D&D movie. It was pretty good. So if anybody ever gets a chance, well, I guess they have to live in the US, but if you ever get a chance or want to watch a movie, D&D is good. The D&D movie is pretty good. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Well, it does help that I know I've played D&D before, so that comes into play. You saw, definitely have to check that one out. Yes, it is good. It is good. She put out a call for Apprentice, which is a rare event. This is the one slot I'm doing for many. Getting them apprentices again. Drove the unwashed glory seeking. Okay, this seems to be exactly the same. Not just peasants. Adrian Wexler. Hey, this was like Sane Man last time. Competition will be fierce, but those serfs are no match. I'll be the most powerful noble this council has ever seen. Saw movies in theaters on my laptop for free. You mean you watched cams? You couldn't put your clothes on if it wasn't for your servant's help. We can't let this go ahead. Not only is it heresy, it presents a clear and dangerous conflict of interests. Conflict? How? Wizards only answer themselves and all that power unmatched. We shall assemble the dudes. God bless you, Your Majesty. We're sending together. These are the voting. We allow Count Adrian.
Not a bribe.
What is that? What is that? What was that? What were those those little coins that fell inside my hand? I have no idea what that is. Okay, so A is allow Count Adrian Wexler to become an apprentice. Require they forfeit their noble title in order to become an apprentice, and forbid Adrian Wexler from traveling to Serona. I think what I will do is I will negate this one. I'm gonna negate this one just because I feel that this one may not be the coolest. It may not be the coolest. Okay, so everybody get ready and vote. It's either allow or make the noble forfeit their title. But either way, Adrian gets to be an apprentice. Oh, everybody's going A. Looks like Adrian's gonna be a wizard. You're a wizard. Wait, why is it not letting you vote? Hold up. Is there a thing? I'm unsure why it's not letting you vote, Greg. Nah. I'm thinking you may wanna reload or that too. It could be yeah, try refreshing. I'll wait it out. Try refreshing. I wish there was a good website that I could find to make a character. Vote A. Nope, that didn't work either. I do not know, because it worked last time. Well, I wonder if it's the fact that no, because Greg did it last time as well. Maybe it's because of it wants to keep voting more leveled. Maybe that's a possibility. By the 9th, How will they keep up with their noble duties if they're spending all their time in the south with this wizard? And then you go, Defiance is down on the counts, up on the south in March. Oh, my camera. Ugh. I'm back, baby. Sorry about that. And what if Ninth Preserve Us, they actually pass their apprenticeship? There's never been a wizard on the council before. Well, just across the bridge when that comes, you never know. It might liven things up around here. Hey, yo. You've nothing to fear from me, your majesty. I'll always have the kingdom's interests at heart, even as a wizard. And then I'll be like, chink, 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 as I rattle my pockets. And I'll be like, I sure you will. I'm sure you will. Count Adrian sets off immediately on the journey to the south. Let's see. You have increased in wealth, but lost, but farming has gone down. Athmorel's presence in Serana attracts all sorts of visitors, though the power of her latent magic starts to wilt crops for miles. Next one, a mysterious ship. Count Adrian Wexler, your highness, a shipwreck has appeared on the edge of my estate. And it's not even from the east. Its name is Seraphina, and it bears a southern flag. That vessel went missing a few months back. We feared she was lost at sea, says Grandee Greg. Well, she's been found on land right on top of my favorite picnic spot. My peasants discover only one survivor on board, a southern sailor. He claims to remember nothing of what happened. Ugh. My head's killing me. Has been ever since I woke up. Did you teleport the ship? I swear I didn't do anything. Last I remember, we were sailing along the southern waters, did nothing. This poor soul needs looking after. We must care for him in one way, one of our monasteries. Oh, nay, he must be interrogated. I must interrogate him further. I must know why the ship is on my land. Okay, can't veto nothing. So this is a free vote. Free vote. Send the sailor to the monastery to convalesce in peace. B, pay the sailor to help him recover his memory. C, the count could hire adventurers to investigate the wreck. D, leave the sailor to recover alone and the wreck to molder away. A, will reduce defiance. B, will reduce defiance and mess with treasury. C, will reduce wealth but increase defiance. And finally, for B, you'll increase trade and increase defiance. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind that some of these can cause other things to happen as well, not just those things. Some things maybe still be bad and affect things as other things as well. So keep in mind, these are the things that will happen, but there's no guarantee that this is all that this is just all that happens. All right, my selected choice would be, I think, I don't know. Oh, this one. No, screw it. I'm not putting mine. I'm not putting anything. A, B, C, or D. B says pay the scholar to help them recover his memory. Okay, something's going on with the with your voting. I don't know why. Because you're there. Greg, hit join again. Do exclamation point join one more time. Or are you using a different dude bro? Ah, there it is. There it is. Okay. And Adrian votes C. All right. Sadly, it looks like B is gonna be the thing that goes through. All right. Defiance is lowered on the counts. A scholar from Quail University quickly arrives. He checks the sailor's throat, pokes and prods his head with calipers, and makes him inhale a foul-smelling vapor. On my phone, I'm watching. So I'm watching on your laptop. Oh, okay. So vote on your phone, watch on your laptop. That works. This is the most serious case of memory loss that I've seen in a long time. Technically, this man would be a gibbering mess on the floor. Should be a gibbering mess on the floor. Hey, I'm right here. Your Majesty, I need more time to handle this. Ooh. Looks like we're gonna go back to it. The Honor Guard. This is why you could plunge my sword in your heart right now. Could I not? I'd like to see you try. Is this your Majesty, or does the Marshal stifle a wry chuckle? In any case, she quickly hides it. You need an honor guard to keep you safe from such dangers, Your Majesty. Unfortunately, this is a political decision. What are my options? Each region offers a selection of elite guards that counts with the Knights of Order of the Drowned Rose, the Grannies with the Fierce Battle Nuns of the Sister of the Seal, and the Barons with Squad of Battle-Hardened Veterans. Hey, yo, thank you. These guard loyalties will be divided amongst your region. We offer you weapons that have been blessed from the many priests. Priests? I don't want priests. I want battle nuns. I want to be drowning in nuns. Terrifying warriors. They have sworn a vow of silence, so at least they won't spill state secrets. But their faith and loyalty to their church is above all, even your safety. Doesn't matter. I want nuns. I want dank nuns. Hey, wait. This is. Oh, here, hold on.
Peggy.
Give me a second, guys.
18.
Hey, you guys ever seen this before? Just wait, it gets better. These are my battle nuns. These are my battle nuns. That's where it's at. That's where it's at. These are my battle nuns. That's the type of nuns I'm talking about. Okay, then they all die. They all die. We have the lowest military. Hey, but nuns. That's all that counts. There's a so-called warrior nun that was interesting for sure. Hey, yo. Don't know what you expected from nuns, but okay. Hey, that's what I expected. That's what I expected from my nuns. I want sexy BDSM nuns. I saw the whole show. What is Battle Nun? Season has ended. Okay, this one has you guys buying specific things. So I will go through these because you only have a minute to vote, and the voting ends after the minute. It does not go any further, so you want to make sure you get in, know what you're gonna put in, and then I will start it. It is not started yet, so so for the Barons, they have an A and B. For A and B, A reduces stability, B reduces authority, C and C affects the counts, increases their farming, and D reduces their military. And then for the Grandies, E will increase their faith, and F will increase their military. So keep in mind, wherever these things are at is where they'll affect. The Barons will affect the kingdom. So their things that you buy will not affect them specifically, but the kingdom. The counts, those will affect the counts stat bar, and the Grandies will affect their stat bar. My dear Dutchy saying Grandy, not Dutchy, Grandy saying they're Grandies. Okay, so keep try. You guys have $1,000 each, and keep in mind that the two highest bidded ones will be made. It will be made. So I am going to start the auction. I'm going to and here we go. Auction will I'll say auction start. I'll say start. All right, start voting. So exclamation point fund, a letter. Make sure it's a letter. It's fund, letter, and the number. Like that, like that. E is in lead. E is in the lead. Next is the Barons. Barons. Prison's going up. B equals 600, and then E equals C is going up. C and E. Oh man. Oh, Unbelievable Bob has joined on the Barons. Unbelievable Bob has joined on the Barons. Oh, just in time. Just in time. We have Aqueducts. Wow, Greg, you dumped a lot of money to help your opposing team. That is weird. And the Aqueducts and farming is increased by 1. I am unsure why you decided to assist the theater, Greg, but A, to each their own. All right, next one going. All right. It needs to be done. All right, we now have 2 for the Barons. 1 for the Counts, 2 for the Grandies. All right, let's do, we'll go with Rogue Golem. Rogue Golem. All right. A rogue golem has crossed into our territory over the Medine border, Your Highness. This could be an exciting opportunity. What's a golem? Why did it cross over? What's so exciting about it? I don't even know what a golem is. Why did it cross over? It was instructed to dig a trench, but eventually not told when to stop. I'm all baby myself. What? It had dug 16-mile furrow through the landscape and over the border by the time we stopped it. Lord have mercy. Hey, it's Baron Unbelievable Bob. Hey, yo. Hello, guy. I'll pick your nose a little bit. Delicious. Please, my liege, this is our chance to figure out how this golem's magic works. We could even turn it against Ashmedai. Your Majesty, the barons would drown their own grandmothers to gain an advantage over Ashmedai or over the counts and grandees. Golems are an offense to the ninth god and they're dangerous. We should destroy it before it gets out of control. This is the Archbishop. This is the Faith Boy. Okay, here we go. All by myself. Ooh-wee. Okay, A, use it as a source of labor. B, add it to the marcher army. C, take it apart and figure out its secrets. And then D, destroy it. All right. So, A is a 50% chance of whether it goes positive or negative. B is a 60% chance of it going positive or negative. There's a good chance that these will affect the barons specifically because it's the barons thingies. Take it apart and figure out a secret will affect trade, and then destroy it will increase defiance, but increase faith all around, I think, and stability. So, I think what we will do. Actually, I don't really care. It's up to you guys. It's up to you guys. So it's so remember, this is for the barons. This is for the barons. Okay. Voting has started. Voting has started. So we got 2 for the Marcher Army. 2 for the Marcher Army. Bum 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 ba bum 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 ba da bum bum. We got the Counts going for labor. Greg's going for the destroy. Sane went with the destroy. Ooh, Mass Connect. Mass Connect, hello, how are you? We now have a 2-2-2. Mass Connect has joined the Counts. Me wants golems, me wants them now. Oh my lord, this is a 3-way tie. Well, loaded. Let's see how we gonna do. Continue. So this is the tie. What do I want to do? Okay, there's a 50% chance for labor, 60% chance for the Mercher Army, and destroying it. I could choose the Mercher Army with 60% chance, or I could choose the labor, but it's a 50-50. Both of these could net me bad things. This could net me bad things. So, we're destroying it. Goodbye! Goodbye, Golem! Be gone with you! Be gone, Golem! By the ninth, this is our only chance to even the playing field between the Ashmedai. You're all fools! You are a little less of a false king. Hey! Well, what do you know? The march is now zealous. The errant golem is smashed to pieces with the hammers. It's for the best, most likely. Bye bye golem. Get destroyed. I would have liked to have more authority back from that though. Your Majesty, 2 barons are on their way home from an epic hunt and seek shelter for the night. In exchange, they're willing to gift you a rare trophy and provide meat for an extravagant feast if you wish. Let's see. Greg, we made a mistake. Now barons have more faith than us. Bring them in and set the table. Bring them in and set the table. The table is set for a delectable feast, and you enjoy the company of 2 barons while the storm rages on outside. The meat they provide is said to come from their latest kill, a whore tusk. An ancient boar the size of a cattle or castle. Cattle, Jesus. I said cattle. I don't know why. You're not sure you believe their story, but it certainly tastes better than anything you've had for a long time. But later that night, you hear strange noises coming from their quarters, like a pig squealing and snorting. That the what on Celeste Ath did they bring in here? Hey, yo, another drop. I will investigate the noise. You creep down the I creep down the corridors and push open the door. The former barons stand before you, transformed into hideous porcine beasts that stand on two legs with snouts, tusks, and floppy pink ears. Oh my God. Your Majesty, don't look at us. What the devil is wrong with you? It was to meet my liege. We hunted and butchered an ancient legendary beast. We were told that it was cursed, but we're also told devouring the beast, the spirit of the forest itself would bestow great power. We never thought this would be our reward. You guys, freaking unbelievable Bob. What am I to do? Oh God. Oh God, but I ate the meat as well. I'm sorry, Your Highness. This was the first time this has happened. And we've been eating this meat for many days now. Perhaps, oh God. Just pet a little and be fine. Dang it. Okay. Well, the meat was good. The meat was good. I'll give him that. They can stay as werewolves. They can stay as werewolves. Well, hopefully they'll be okay. We're not gonna kill you guys, not yet. You guys get unruly, I'll kill you next time. You hurry the barons through one of the hidden passages. They go without word, not wanting to argue with your decision. Once outside, you bid them farewell with much sincerity as their hideous face can muster. They vow to repay your kindness. Well, there you go. They're wereboars. Finding a spouse. In the twisty patches of the cat of the spy master, all that jazz. Your mother, yeah. I've been busy, mother. But mother, I don't want to get married. Do I want a nun wife? Maybe. I got you, unbelievable Bob. I got you. Next time though. Next time. Be careful. Careful. Or else I will cut off your head. Excellent. I'll send out messengers and all that jazz. You have your succubus be summoned? Hey, I want a succubus. A succubus. Our season has ended, and in a distant fortress, amidst the dark and foreboding, God dang it, they got me down to 4, so they checked it up. They checked it up. Squad Castle stands much of the Marcher border there on the end of the kingdom. A plot is hatching. Look here. Jesus. Thank you for the follow, unbelievable Bob. Hey, yo, thank you. Snowy Rose, look here. Our first shipment from Kurth. Incredible. May I see the inside? Jakarta. Careful with the torch, you fool. You'll blow us to smithereens. Windell. So this is the fabled black powder. Incredibly powerful, but we'll need much more to to put you on the throne. For the next stage of the Baron scheme, they must raise their trade to 5. Trade is already at 5. So currently barons must raise their trade to 5 or more. Okay, taxing time. Who has money and who has money? Let's see. It looks like the Barons of the March has the most money. But they're real defiant though. Hmm. I probably shouldn't, but I'm going to attack you guys. Give me your money. Give me your money, barons. Thank you. Muchachos graciosos. Oh, there's a trade bonus. The Grandees strike a lucrative trade deal with the Kurth worth 500 wealth, and the other nobles gain 200 wealth. So, wow, okay, so I didn't realize that there's trade bonuses down here that happen every once in a while. So Sane and Greg got an extra 500 while everybody else only got 200. That's kind of cool. Season has finished. Fever Dreams, eligible options, and cast out. Casting out. Let's do it. Oh my god. What happened to you, Adrian? What happened? What happened? You're a skeleton. It's an outrage. It's undignified. She can't do this. Blood and stars. Why is there a skeleton in front of me? It's me, Count Adrian Martinez Wexler. I was struck by lightning on my first day, and every inch of my flesh on my body evaporated. Lady of the Storm gave me a second chance, but now she's casting me out. I assume my true form. It's me and Sane, the real humans in the world. Currently, yes. Actually, no. Mass is in there. Yeah. There's one more normal count. She says I have no discernible magical acumen, whatever that means. I demand vengeance. Show Athmorel that what it means to insult the member of the King's Council. Okay, everybody, here we go. We're gonna go and see what happens with Adrian Wexler, who wanted to become a wizard and has failed horribly at becoming a wizard. So, A, do nothing. B, demand compensation for the loss of Count Adrian Wexler's flesh. Arrest Athmorel for skeletonization, and the skeleton cannot be a Count Adrian Wexler lands have been must be forfeited. Okay, hey, get ready, everybody. This was a good one. This is for Count Adrian Wexler. What are you guys gonna do? Do nothing will reduce authority and increase defiance. B is looking to get hit pretty hard. C is arrest the Athmorel for skeletonization, and D is the skeleton cannot be count. So Unbelievable Bob says is voting to get rid of Adrian. Snowy Rose and Adrian is wanting compensation. That's not necessarily a good one because my authority is really low. So currently will most likely fail. It's a monster. Get rid of it. Skedios. Looks like a skeleton cannot be counted. Adrian Wexler must forfeit their lands. That's all. That's it. I'm sorry, Adrian, but Skelledrin Martinez Wexler is now been kicked out. What? I'm not aware of I was not aware nobility required skin. This is daylight robbery. You have lost your money. You're now defiant and grumbling. The skeleton continues shaking and rattling in anger all the way back to the east, where they conveniently kicked the bucket. Not long. Wow, died. It turns out the proximity of the Athmorel's magic was the only thing that kept him alive. Oh God. Well, Adrian Wexler II is now, wow, is he just dead? No, you get it. You just don't have any money. But you're gonna come back as the second of Adrian Wexlers. Okay, Fever Dreams. We'll do my eligible dude bros. Okay. Oh wait, this is the werewolves. Over the course of the winter, you find yourself plagued by horrific dreams. You're running through an open woods full of screams as your colossal jaw bites beasts and humans alike. You're always hunting, always hungry. The council has noticed your lack of sleep, and you become tired and irritable during your court sessions. Something must be done. Go hunting and satiate your urges. Find heavy sleep and seek the woods, which for folk remedy. While the spy master keeps an ear out for rumors of magic, you begin to search in your spare time. You can only hope that you find someone before it's too late. Well, it turns out I'm a werewolf too, with the rest of the barons, except I'm not stuck as werewolf form. I am a werewolf. Eligible options. All right. Yes, I know. What could possibly go wrong? You never know. We shall purify the lands, my dear Grandy Sane. Oh, death of the false king. What? All right then, let's see the eligible bachelorettes. She whisks away first. This is Avina, the eldest daughter of the Eastern Mass Connect dynasty. Apparently, they have one heck of a time getting her to smile for this portrait. I don't like that. Gotta be happy. Thrown into the holy water. Spends most of her time indoors poring over musty tomes. The other counts think she's mad because she treats the peasants far too nicely. Intriguing candidate. From the south, Zuxinthia, I don't know how to say their name. Eldest daughter of the sane man lineage. She's reputed to have an ego the size of the sun, but there's nothing wrong with confidence, right? Looks like in the south, she claims to put her faith in the ninth god above the worldly concerns. She tried her hand at a number of ventures. They all seem to end in disaster. I don't like the look of her. Finally, we have the March offering Henrika, scion of the prestigious Unbelievable bloodline. A timid woman, not the kind that does well in the march, bless her heart. Perhaps the palace will suit her better. Like most of the barons, her great passion is hunting. No beast is safe with her crossbow. And shy she may be, she seems to have a problem attracting romantic interest. Sounds like a laugh, I guess. Our lady is a hairy girl, a furberry baby. Yeah, I'm gonna have to not touch that. I think I might go with the counts. I might go with the counts. She might know magics or something like that. It's Avina, right? It was Avina. Doesn't smile much, but she treats the citizens good. It's all I made my decision. Femboy of the East. Femboy of the East. Excellent. We'll make arrangements. Femboy of the East. In a distant castle. A picturesque castle overlooking the southern city of Ulurdzi. Two grandees lie back to enjoy the sun. Ninth preserve us. I tried meeting with the High Inquisitor, but was told she was busy with the Marcher representative for the entire week. Egad, the barons are more important to the church than us? I suppose our people have been lax in their religious duties recently. The grandees aim to have the highest faith in all regions. Best get to it. Call of Unity. Yeah, we'll grab that one. We'll grab the Call of Unity. One or more regions are able to rebel as their defiant stats is higher than both authority and stability. Oh god, it's 7. If the rebels get more victory points than the loyalists, they win the game. This is the first time we've had a rebellion. If the loyals get more victory points than the rebels, they'll put down the rebellion and continue the game. If the multiple regions rebel and if multiple regions rebel and win, a vote between the two rebelling regions with the highest stat will determine the successor. Important: rebelling regions have their schemes paused. Regions with high military stat are more likely to overthrow the monarch with a rebellion. If stability and treasury ever hit 0, the rebels win the war. Yeah. So you're on the verge of rebellion. So that means I got to do something about your defiance. Loyalists need to be 7 or higher. Interesting. Oh, verge of rebellion. Two needed to start a rebellion. I don't know how you would barons may vote to rebel by typing exclamation point rebel. Okay, so if the barons want to rebel, they have to do exclamation point rebel. Currently your military is the highest of the other two though, so that's something. No, you can't rebel. You're a loyalist, you dunce. You're a loyalist, you dunce. It's only the barons, you dunce. Quit it. Quit it. No, witch hunting time. It's witch hunting time. For weeks you've searched for a witch or a warlock that can treat your dark and bloody dreams. Knowing the church would be outraged if they found out, you must take discreet action in your witch hunt. Oh god. Have your army scout. God, everything's trash. I'm gonna pour through the midnight hours, hunched over a desk, reading long forgotten tomes and by candlelight. It is clear that you have been cursed, but you cannot find out more. But the search is fruitless. Oh no! The only but a cure turns up soon. Not only are your dreams getting more frequent, they're more vivid. More starting to doubt your dreams at all. Oh god! Oh no! Oh no! Oh, here we go. Experimental research. Your Majesty, I'm pleased to say my research on the amnesic sailor has borne fruit. The fellow who turned up in the Eastern Sea? He remembered his adventure, but it only took a bit of lead tincture, some fasting, and a little bloodletting to clear his head. Wow. The Seraphina came into contact with the wizard. No wonder sailors didn't remember anything. He was addled by the wizard's power. The ship will have magical residue clinging to it, a most exciting phenomenon. Wait, you're saying the wreck is dangerous? Oh, immensely. Then it must be destroyed. No. It's vital that we investigate the phenomenon. We might never see it like see its like again. Okay, we got 3 things. Destroy the wreck, send scholars to investigate the ship, or ignore. And no need to stir things up. Send scholars to the ship looks like we'll net somebody money. Okay. All right, starting to vote. So A is destroy the wreck. It's a 50-50. B, send scholars and investigate the ship. Someone gains money. I do not know who. Or everybody gains money. I don't know. Ignore it. No need to stir things up. So B, I believe people get money. I don't know who gets the money, but someone gets wealth. Mass Connect going for the destroy. There we go. It looks like people want the schmunz. I do not know who gets the schmunz though. And I get stability. Voting has closed. Send scholars to investigate the ship. Stability, the East. Adrian Wexler gains money. It is only Adrian that gains the money, it looks like. As soon as the university hears about the mysterious find, scholars scramble to join Valeria's team. Quail University pays Count Adrian Wexler a stipend for Valeria and her students to stay on her estate while they study. You await the results. Errors were made. Errors were made. It is now the royal wedding. You're wedding with, to Avina, naturally, the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike travel across the realm to attend. For a week and a day, the capital is one giant party. I feel like there's only one not taking part. Instead, you're getting ready for the ceremony soon enough that you're standing in the cathedral and Avina at your side. Femboy Queen! Jeez. I do. And I'll pronounce you king and wife. Yes. Huzzah! Kingdom stability goes up. Kingdom authority goes up. Defiance goes down on all board. This will mark the day King Kyo will marry a femboy. Nah, dude. Nah. She's just going for the pixie cut. She's just going for the pixie cut. Just go for the pixie cut. It's fine. Don't worry about it. By the time you find yourself alone with Avina, it's past midnight and you've never felt more tired. Did you see the 8 crows perched on the church tower as we walked into the cathedral? A dire omen. Perhaps you're right. The peasants have the right idea. They get married for love, not for politics. Oh, I live a simple life. To live a simple life of a commoner. There. You comfort Avina on a long night, listening as she expresses her doubts and fears. As dawn breaks, she falls asleep in your shoulder, exhausted. Sheesh! Smooth skin. If she takes out a bigger tool than you, don't blame us. God, Lord have mercy. Sheesh! We can sword fight. We can sword fight. Is that weird? Is that weird? Let's see. In season. The famine begins from the east. Late at night, 2 counts meet at the ancient stone cemetery to discuss their schemes against the king. Our grain stores are looking much more impressive than the rest of the kingdom. Gotta make sure this doesn't turn off. Yes, I've had peasants from the south moving onto my lands, desperate to sponge off our prosperity. Wow, that's a lot of farming. Wow, how delightful! But won't summoning this demon be difficult? Its magic is beyond our usual fare. The walls of reality are sturdy, but they can be weakened. A tide of blood must swallow the kingdom in its wake. Chaos. For the next stage of their scheme, counts must lower stability to 4 or less in 2 seasons. I don't know if that's gonna be possible. End of turn. Looks like the witch hunt still on the thing. The barons have gone to their second. They need to raise their trade. They need to reduce stability and have the highest faith. The monk, the deceased, and the scholars return. Count Adrian Wexler. Valeria and her band of scholars have returned from the wreck of the Seraphina. Your Highness, I can't make heads or tails of this of their nonsense. Let's rebel? What? What happened? There's a labyrinth within the ship. A labyrinth that goes deep into the earth or into the sky. It's very confusing. Some of the researchers were lost, but no matter, we're going back to find the center. Okay, we got ourselves a thing. Man, all of these are awful. Send guards with them, forbid them from going back in and fence off the area, and they may return, but they need better equipment. Okay. This one's gonna go straight up. I'm not gonna touch anything. Yes. All right. Lower authority real quick. What? Send guards, 50% military. B is 40% authority, and A is 30% trade. So A, they may return, but need better equipment. C, so we got 2 and 2 for B and C. We got 2 more people to vote. But well, this is difficult. I have to go for the one that's obviously the highest chance. I have to go for the one that's highest chance. This one's too low. I gotta go for the guards. Yeah. Send the guards with them this time. Wow. Failed. Failed, god dang it! Count Adrian calls the guards to accompany dang it. Valeria's investigators, but word gets around about the potential dangers of the wreck. A few soldiers who volunteer are untrustworthy and opportunist type. A few weeks later, soldiers return, but the scholars do not. The soldiers took as much loot as they could carry, then abandoned Valeria and her followers in the labyrinth. After that, the wreck is fenced off, and nearby peasants moved away from the their farms, afraid of more uncanny happens. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. Kev, hello, how are you doing? How you doing? You have joined the counts. The counts count is now at 3. The counts count is now at 3. So welcome. Hope you are well. Boy, we are so dead. Okay, the deceased. Treasurer. The elderly Baroness Frendreka, a cousin many times removed from the Baron Unbelievable, died in her sleep. Oh, it's this one. She was nearly 90, would you believe? I'm sorry, a friend of yours? Not at all, Your Majesty. She was very wealthy, however. But she could have spent more time on her account. She died without a will, and the nobles are scrambling for her estate. Baroness Frendreka was my relative, and I wrote to her at least once a year. Hey, what do you know? Unbelievable, Bob used to talk to this person, and they're a relative. And then this person played backgammon. By the 9th, what a pitiful claim. Okay, we have give this the estate to Baron Unbelievable Bob, give the estate to Count Kev, redistribute the estates amongst the Marcher peasants, or claim the estate for the treasury. So, which one do we want? I'm gonna let this guy, this is all for you guys. This is all for you guys. Do your thing. Do your thing. So, A is give the estate to Baron Unbelievable Bob. B, give the estate to Kev. C, redistribute to the peasants. Or D, claim it for the treasury. Kev is a Count Baron. Unbelievable Bob is a Baron. But I believe we got 3 more votes. We got 3 more votes. You don't have to vote though. Unbelievable Bob wants to. Oh, looks like it's gonna be redistributed. Wait, is it one more? Is it one more? No, 1, 2. All right. Dang. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Voting has closed. Looks like who's claimed the estate is the Mercher peasants. The Merchers Defiance back up to 7 for the March, and Defiance for the East have gone up. Nobles watch and outrage as the peasants occupy the estate and move into the manor house. Using the late Baroness of Frendrika's money, the peasants set up a marketplace on her land. It turns out to be a huge success, with the merchants flocking in the place in crowds. So it has upped the trade for barons to 7, which I believe the barons are trying to go for trade anyway. So it kind of worked out. The monk, Your Majesty. A young mercher Mark named Gindleforth seeks an audience. He's writing a book that has a smaller crest. I can vouch for his seriousness. Show him in. Thank you for seeing me, Your Majesty. I'm writing a history of your reign, but research is costly, and I was wondering if you might donate a little to support my efforts. Of course. Have $300. Future generations will thank you, Your Majesty. It was good of you to see him, Your Majesty. I can't wait to read his book. He's trying to write a complete history of the kingdom. I doubt it'll be ready until long after you're both dead. Well, that's unfortunate. But next season. And auction time. I'm going to turn on my fan real quick while you guys take a look at the auction. So and then I'll go over it. So give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Gotta get some. Turn on a fan. Turn on a fan. Turn on a fan and make it better. Make it better. Turn on a fan. Turn on a fan to make it better and make it better. Okay, so the for the barons, A will increase their military, B will increase their trade. For the counts, C for the counts, their buildings will affect the kingdom. C will increase authority, and D will decrease stability. And for the grandees, one of theirs will affect the kingdom, and one of them will affect themselves. For the cathedral will increase their faith, and the library will increase stability. So keep that in mind. Only two places can be made. Only 2 places can be made. So make sure you put your money where you need it to be, and remember, there's only 1 minute. So I will sit on the screen for a little bit longer, so you guys, so anybody who is falling back a little bit will know what they need to vote for. I will say start voting. Start voting in chat, so everybody will know that I've clicked the button already, so you'll know when to vote. So make sure that you have your price and what you want to actually pay in there and ready to put in. So again, there's only 1 minute. So, okay. Everybody got a good look at it? Okay. Starting auction. Vote. Start voting. E is faith. Ba 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 boom boom ba 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 boom boom ba 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 boom boom ba ba boom. Fund. It is fund. Make sure you do fund. 30 seconds left. Saint still has Saint's richer than you though. Saint richer than you. Oh, time's up. Time's up. What are we building? Oh, okay. Cathedral. For the Grandies, they get +1 faith, and then the Barons get +1 military. Military. Congratulations to the Grandies and the Barons. Just buy a slice and share it. Just buy a slice and share it. Wait, where's the last one? There's only 2. Aren't I supposed to get 3? Oh, about your heir. Okay. We'll do this one. Your marriage to Avina has grown stale. Oh, you get along well enough, but you've made some good memories together, but there's no spark. She cares more about her stupid books than your happiness, but spark or no spark, you still need an heir. Congratulations on your royal wedding and magnificent affair. But happiness. Even though I feel I am not happy, I am happy. You've done well so far, but something's still missing. An heir. You need someone young whose loyalty is assured. A child of your own would do the trick, even if they are a B word, or a youngest of your many cousins. Amen. Amen. It's all about having freaky time with my Finn boy. It's all about the freaky time with the Finn boy. We're gonna have a child together. I gotta keep it traditional. Gotta keep it traditional. We're gonna play swords. We're gonna play what is it? Earthworms? We're gonna play earthworms. You know, like in Sunny in Philadelphia with Frank and Charlie? We play earthworms. Read a quote. Nothing purer than a man's love, where you want man's love, so that's what you get. What? No. That's bad. No. Get out of here. Get out. But letter of thanks. Oh, Chancellor. Your Majesty, a letter for you. The Chancellor hands you a small tapered envelope. Wait until you get that digger maxed. Man, that's some good quotes. That's some good quotes. Tattered envelope. On the back is a seal you don't quite recognize, but you're sure it's from the march. Your esteemed highness, recently you hosted us when we were in need. You'll be pleased to know that we've been cured with the help of a powerful witch of the woods. Please accept this gift token of your gratitude. You will always be in our debt. The Chancellor hands you a small cedarwood lockbox. Inside are a number of gold coins and a ruby encrusted silver brooch. I believe it's for me. Oh God! The march just lost a lot of money. Thank you, the barons. I greatly appreciate the gift. I appreciate it. Whatever the case, I'll make a nice addition to the treasury. Thank you. Oh, you shouldn't have. Oh, lordy. Mm-hmm. Now all of us are hobos? I got a shiny rock. It's the best. Gunpowder smuggling, Your Highness, the barons of the March are attempting to amass a store of gunpowder. You know, the explosive black powder from Kurth? Man, freaking barons are running it again. You know, gunpowder, where can I get some of that? Where can I get some? Kurth is the only place that produces it in large quantities. Your Majesty, the Republic is very careful about controlling their supply. Unfortunately, they're rabidly anti-monarchist. Barons are goated. Buzzing snither. Why? Barons have established a contract with the Kurth merchants, no doubt at a great expense. Without the coin to purchase more powder, however, their plot will fail. Unfortunately, the Baron's trade is booming. They're no doubt stockpiling massive amounts of gunpowder. God damn. You bring the revelation. You bring revelations which Baron wholeheartedly denies to the council. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so the barons are going to continue on with their thing. I would suggest... dude, it would reduce their freaking, remember, your houses. You are not, for people who are not on the barons, it would be advantageous to do something to go against them. But it's up to you guys to decide. I am the king, and I am just saying. I believe they just have to make it up to 5, so I would not have to like. Okay, yeah. I don't know their exact scheme, but I think it was just make it up to 5. They have plenty. But hey, but delaying the season, both of those are good. It's just I didn't want this one to be. There are a couple of people who haven't voted yet, so I'll hold off for a little bit longer. Oh my lord. Hope it will devastate the trade. It'll usually reduce it by 1. They'll increase their defiance by 1 and reduce theirs by 1. Okay. Voting has closed. It looks like we're gonna slap heavy tariffs to reduce their thingies. Reduce they're now prosperous. Particularly the barons roar with unfair treatments and the prejudice of the council, but the tariffs are passed nonetheless. They are enraged, and but they still have too much thingies. You control trade, but the barons only needed 5 up, so they didn't need the highest. They needed 5 up, I believe. New law certainly put a damper on the Baron's effort to purchase expensive explosive. You can only hope it'll do enough. And here we go. New season. Tearing the veil. This is unfortunate for the counts. A pair of counts face each other in silence. A code word is exchanged. They speak of their latest scheme. What happened? The kingdom was meant to be in a whirlpool of chaos by now. It's more like a whirlpool of smiles and hugs. Sir, I advise you to not underestimate the anger of the people. They just wanted fireworks. Yeah, fireworks at my own kingdom. And inside my kingdom. And underneath my kingdom. No demon will come nowhere near it. The counts must aim to lower civility to 4 or less. Back in the south, the plot to investigate a witch hunt against the king is picking up momentum. Glorious work, my friend. We have faith. We have a faithful south and a friendly high inquisitor. Was there any doubt we could achieve it? We are the ninth's favored after all. We will expose the king and all his vices. It's just a rumor, but I've already heard some truly terrifying things about the king's sleeping troubles. There are whispers of a curse about the palace. We have the High Inquisitor on our side. We must also sow dissident among the other regions. We won't succeed alone. For the next scheme, must raise other religious defiance to a total of 8. Well, that's already done. That's done already. Freaking the barons are already at 8. Somewhere in a dark cellar, a nervous baron is showing their guests a stupendous cache of thingies. Oh God, I don't like those eyeballs. I don't like those eyeballs, Bob. Baron showing their guests just a stupendous cache of explosive gunpowder. Behold, great God, by my life, isn't it rarer than gold dust? Over here it is. This isn't just the biggest stockpile in the kingdom, but the only one. Now, what do we do with it? Okay. Oh, God. Barons, sneak the gunpowder under the palace and blow them all sky high. Goal, raise stability. Start manufacturing muskets and raise cannons to make our military unbeatable. Raise own military. Raising your own military. Lord have mercy. Baron's OP. Well, I will say, just so you guys know, at the very beginning, someone did buy a house that reduced my authority down to 4 and allowed them to continue their scheme. Someone bought that. That wasn't a baron. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind, Adrian. Now that we have all this gunpowder, we can reverse engineer Kurt's musket design. Well, we just need troops to wield them. Then we'll step up our recruitment so we're ready when the time comes. I'll get to it. For the final stage, they must raise their artillery up to at least 9. No, they don't start with they start with medium stats. I think they had like 5, 5, 6, 6. Tax time. Dang it, man. I don't want to make the barons rebel. Well, they're already set to rebel. They're at 8. Oh, the counts. Yeah, you're you might be currently alone. Oh, I have 7 viewers now. So some people may have left, unfortunately. These 2 I will tax the purples. Advise you not to understate the anger of the people. They just wanted fireworks. No, don't worry. I took money out of these guys because you're too scary right now. You're too scary. A new baby. Ooh. A proposition. Your Majesty, I have an idea. The best since lined parchment, I dare say. An expedition to Chur. Sounds churlish. Chur, who's that? The vastness of Chur, Your Majesty. A great unexplored, untamed continent far across the eastern sea, Chur. You have a lot of wealth at the moment, Your Highness. It's just sitting around collecting dust. Why not make a sound investment and send explorers to Chur? Who knows what they might find? Treasures, rare materials, ancient history, a new disease. She's a bit too animated with the word disease. Hey, yo, sounds like a fine idea. Her eyes light up from behind her spectacles. Wonderful news. I shall make preparation immediately. Expect a brief on your desk very soon. The barons just need the most military or specific. They need 9. They need 9. They need 9. So they need 2 more. A faithful tree. Grandi Greg, Your Majesty, dreadful tidings from our new cathedral. What happened to it? No. I don't think so. No, yes, there are. There are some that do affect more. I've lost 2 authority before. That sucked. Last time I lost 2 authority. It's not the cathedral exactly. Amongst the forest are very rare. Trees indeed. A greater arrow tree was planted by Queen Alma the Wise herself and stands over 200 feet tall. I'm hardly an arborist. That's a tall tree. It is indeed, Your Majesty, but that's part of the problem. Alas, all visitors to our newly built cathedral are disrupting the soil, and the greater arrow tree is dying. All right. There is pay Grandi Greg to build strong fences around the tree. The tree has survived this long. Leave it alone. And designate a tree a protected site and an official proclamation. Let's see. Oh yeah, you do gain wealth. But it's wealth for because Greg gets the money. Greg gets the money. I'm gonna veto this. C has been removed. A is pray Greg to build a strong fence. B, the tree has survived long enough. Leave it alone. C has been vetoed. You cannot vote for C. Voting has started. All right, everybody, okay. Expedition rebel? No, don't rebel. Don't rebel. Don't rebel. Mind some dank cash. All right. Voting is closed. Huzzah! All right. Southern carpenters set to work fencing off the greater arrow tree and its companions. Visitors still come to Cathedral to admire the immense tree, but its ancient soil remains undisturbed and its bark uncarved. Adrian didn't know I vetoed it. Your wealth has increased. It's because a symbol. It's become a symbol not only to the reign of Queen Alma the Wise, but your wisdom in protecting the king's natural beauty, the tree's natural beauty. All right, someone has a new baby. Sane! Congratulations, Your Majesty. Some of the fine news from Navs in the south. A baby has been born on your birthday, bearing the birthmark of the shape of the number 9. A fantastic omen. Perhaps we should mark the occasion. Hey, there's another one. The king will send blessings. The king has no time for brats. The gift the parent a bounty of jewels and fine wine, and send the Inquisition to make sure the birthmark is real. Huh. Now I do love trees. Okay, well, I can't do nothing, so start the vote. A, B, C, or D? A, King will send blessings. I don't know what'll happen, but currently something is not set to happen. King has no time for peasant brats. -1, minus its stability. Give the parents a bounty of jewels and fine wine, increases stability. Send an inquisition to make sure the birthmark is real. That reduces stability, increases defiance, and reduces faith. So, voting started. Uh-oh, looks like we're gonna send the Inquisition. We're gonna reduce your faith. Oh my lord. 3, 2, 1. Boom. By all that is holy, your majesty, I can assure you there is no deception going on here. Defiance is increased, stability has been reduced. I'll be the judge of that. The Inquisitor returns. She is forced to admit that the birthmark is indeed genuine, but her rude questions and threatenings have turned the local population against her. Well, that's unfortunate. They're a little sad right there. Swing voting. After voting, nobles can change their minds, vote to a different thing. Stop the count. How nobles choose is hidden from the. Oh, that's awful. Yes. Swing voting. Can't do the stop the count one because that one's pretty bad. Oh no. Arbiter! What's up? If you want to join, it's exclamation point join space your pronoun if you want a pronoun. Your Majesty, we voting? Not yet. Voting happens every once in a while. Your Majesty, I have those plans we discussed for the expedition on Chur. Are we we're almost ready to leave? Not quite, Your Highness. There's still an important decision to be made. As I figured, Arbiter is now on the count, so it's now 2-2-2. Yep, you're with Adrian Wexler, trying to help the counts. Not quite, Your Highness. There's still an important decision to be made. All right, show me. First, we'll need to decide who has the honor of building the ship. Oh man, the Grandee ship. Small ships that are known as a Nao carry expedition forces across the sea. About the Count ship. It's a beautiful Ornstein design, something they call a Kurak, and as expensive as it sounds, however. And the Barons. No expense expert ship builders, but they make a sturdy cog, and they'll do it for free. Do you want a fancy ship or a fast ship? I think I might go. Ah, okay, I see. Basically, we're all trying to rebel, so lower authority and raise defiance. Well, you have to have either authority or defiance low. We have to have both of them low. Dang it, man. Doing the cog would be the best. It lowers defiance. Yeah, I got to. Very good, Your Majesty. Must decide who will crew the ship. Tell me about the volunteers. Really, the best of them come with a price, experience, and trade. Ship catapults most Navy are equal to experience, but enlisting them would be reduce their naval strength and time. You can also levy amateur peasant crews or even use prisoners. This one's the one that's going to get paid. Vote for tornadoes. So one more thing, Majesty, your ship will be large enough to house additional expedition members to store extra cargo, or you wish to send across the sea. Oh. Horse stalls? Ooh, I want horse stalls. I want horse stalls. A load to hold horses. That's what's going on. Doing the diagrams and hurries out to her room. Oh man, we're going on an expedition, boys! We're going on an expedition! Parents are eager to impress. You see it off for the harbor by the end of the season. The crew are eager and the ship looks sturdy. You can only hope they'll bring back something worth the investment or come back at all. And then immediately a terrible accident. Your Majesty, I have some dire news. Greg Tanujaya is found in the palace gardens this morning. They were attacked by something. Torn limb. Greg, you're dead. They're attacked by some torn limb from limb. They probably deserved it. As they were technically our guests at the time, we must make every effort to assure Grandees that it was not intentional. Greg Tanujaya has died. Greg Tanujaya II has replaced him. The recall night before, dreams of blood and gore ripping through helpless noble apart from your powerful jaws. Your Highness, are you listening? You must hide the body and pretend they were missing. Tell the Grandees that they were killed by a wild beast. Push the story will be that the Grandee died during yesterday's hunt. Killed by a wild beast. Invoke Ragnarok, say we go on Armageddon. Despite your well-crafted story, the Grandees are not so easily appeased. One of their own dying while under your protection reflects badly on the crown. But more urgent is your knowledge of what you did. You have become a monster with the insatiable hungry for fresh meat, human or otherwise. I gotta stop this. You start performing bizarre rituals in an attempt to bring your affection under control. You tie yourself to the bed, drink chamomile tea, and don't eat meat for after 6 o'clock. But the dreams continue, and not long before peasants and servants turn up dead in mysterious circumstances, not unlike the Grandee Greg Tanu. Oh man, I'm killing everybody. I'm consuming. Hey, look, it's your son, Greg. It's your son, Your Highness. This clay-brained coxcomb has besmirched my honor. They spread rumors that I am not truly a follower of the ninth god, but some kind of apostate. Which Clayburn? The honorless dog Snowy Rose of the Barons. You're definitely not a heretic. Obviously not, Your Holiness. I'm most devoted amongst my people. Well, yeah, after I murdered your father. I would duel them to regain my honor, as any grandee should, but Baron Snowy Rose will not accept without your express permission. Now hold on a minute. This is a matter of respect. Can't be dueling in the King's Keo's throne room without due process. You're a coward, Snowy Rose, and you may as well admit it now. Well, your piety is clearly just for show. It's all an act to get the common folk to like you more. Ooh, authority goes up. I wouldn't want to do this because it'll give me authority, but it doesn't matter. You may duel Might be fun to watch. Greg Tanujaya II grins wickedly, draws their sword. Snowy Rose grunts in frustration and hefts a nasty looking Pernach mace, testing its weight while looking at Greg Tanujaya square in the eyes. The duelist. Oh shoot! We gotta do it. Okay. That's I gotta do this. Yes. Who wins? Snowy? And Greg. Okay, there's a prediction. 1 minute. 1 minute, guys. A prediction. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? Put your predictions in. It's a, oh my god. Predictions. Who will win this fight? 30 seconds left on predictions. Put them bad boys in there. Dump your points. I know you guys got a lot of them. Just keep clicking. Just keep clicking. Just keep clicking. Keep doing it. Okay, it looks like there people are thinking probably Greg. Probably Greg is gonna be the one that wins. Okay. Here we go. The duelist circles each other before Greg steps in for the first move. Snowy Rose jumps backwards, batting at the sword away. Oh, you didn't see it? Oh, it came up at the top. I don't know how well it works for phones, sadly. So it jumps back, batting the sword away. Second strike comes in straight after, but this time it's a feint. As Snowy Rose moves to defend, Greg twists and redirects their attack. The sword cuts cleanly through Snowy Rose's clothing, but who howls in pain. With that, Greg steps back and bows deeply. First blood, I win. Greg wins. Choose outcome, Greg. Complete prediction. Hey, yo! Greg has won. GG. Good fight. Good fight. Bravo. Nicely fought. Nicely fought. You got 17 from that? I don't know why it would be that skewed. Okay. The eye patch was their downfall. No. Okay. Respect their customs and are clearly grateful. Hey, yo. Yes, you're not dead. That's a good thing. Everybody's hanging in. They're at 3. Stability is getting close, though. We're at 6. And raise other defiance to 8, which has been confirmed. Nothing on the rebellion rapport. Donated 86 to the cause. Oh, wow. That was it. Nothing extra. Your heir. The quest of your heir is finally complete and stand for you, holding a small child. Should I die? I asked my crown to be passed down to my son. By designated the heir, the stability. Your Majesty, may I be first to congratulate you on your birth of your son. What's his name? King Kyo II. I'm sure little King Kyo too will grow up to be a chip off the old block. Hey, yo. Witch hunt. I've gathered some reports from the south, and the grandees are among the reign scheming against you. Scheming's not very holy of them. On the contrary, they believe it's their divine duty. They're smearing you as impious, unholy king. They have inquisitors digging up evidence as we speak. I should go to the church more. That will help. You could be the most holiest saint in the kingdom, and they'll still find an excuse to call you a sinner. I suggest you strengthen your relationship with the other regions and place the grandees and increase the pressure. Sadly, your popularity with the nobles leaves something to be desired. They are likely working with the inquisitors already. Provide them with information. We must move to stop this. Voting time! Voting time! All right. Restrict inquisitor powers throughout the kingdom. Bury the inquisitors under a mountain of false accusations, and leave the inquisitors to their business. So, we got three. We got three. Doing call for unity. So A will reduce the faith. Reduce faith, defiance, and stability to them. Bury the inquisitors under mountains of false accusations will push them further back. And then Adrian lets them do their business. Probably not the best one. So remember, the doing A will reduce the faith, defiance, and stability of the grandees. All right. Last call. Last call. Oh, you're lucky you said something. I was just about to click. I was just about to click. Dude, my brain was sending impulses to my finger right as you said wait. The council is unwilling to act on their these revelations, or perhaps they're quite happy to let the investigation. It's hard to tell. Well, I did get my stability. Okay, I'm about to say. Okay. Invitation. Oh, Grandma. Okay. All good. No worries. Grandee, the Sane Man, Your Majesty, it is my singular honor to invite you to attend an annual Night of the Seven Pyres celebration. I'm looking forward to attend. I don't really care about it. Wonderful. I trust you are willing to finance organize one of the pyres. It's customary for the king to do so. If he is in the attendance, I'll make sure it's a night to remember. Change my vote. Little late, my guy. Little late. Look forward to it, Your Holiness. End of season. Deep in the south. In the back garden of the sun-bleached villa, a number of grandees crowd around a figure, raising their arms in a toast. Grandee, the Sane Man, here's to the future King Xenovan and the golden age on the horizon. May the ninth god strike down the false king for his wickedness. Soon the Inquisition, Greg Tanujaya II, soon the Inquisition will complete, and the Archbishop will crown our claimant. But what should be done with the king? Okay. Chance to have time turn a genie to wish upon? Nope. Okay. You guys have two choices. Burn him at the stake, of course. Lower stability. Or show mercy in exchange for abdication. Lower authority. Uh-oh. A does kill me. What are you gonna vote for, Sane? What are you gonna vote for, Sane? A burns me. Ah, you poop. You poopy. I thought you wanted to kill me. I thought you wanted to kill me, man. What happened to killing me, man? Oh yeah, I assume he's Saint's voting for B. He put B down. All right, so lower authority is the main thing. Why did I get a ping? Hey, unmute the server. All messages. I don't want to hear you. What? Why did I get another ping? Stop it. I muted you. We are holy people. Why did I just get like 4,000 pings? Hold up. Oh shoot, nothing. Huh. That's why I'm getting pings. I did the wrong thing. Who kills innocent people for food? Everybody kills innocent people. It's boring, but it'll appease the masses, and the Archbishop has lost his taste for public burnings as of late. And now we must ensure the king can't strong arm anyone into fighting on his behalf. For the final stage of the scheme, the gradings was lower to 2 or lower. Gotta lower this bad boy to 2. Okay. And sure enough, we are at the hey, nice. The no authority. Okay. I'm gonna let people look at this. And I'm gonna run to the restroom. I'll be right back. So look at what you want. I'll put in on the stream when voting is going on. So look at them, judge what you guys need, and I'll be right back. All right. Hope you guys are ready. For streamer mode? Oh yeah. I think I turned it off one time and then forgot about it. Let me do that. Let me do that right now while you guys take a chance to look. I think I turned off streamer mode once. Oh, there we go. That was my bad. That was my bad. I'm sorry. Okay, everybody look at what you got. I will start the auction. I'm gonna do start voting in the chat. And let's go. Start voting. Stat voting. Start. D is in lead. D is in lead. D and B so far. D and B so far. D just got a huge donation. Got about 10 sec left. Okay. Here we go. What do we got? All right, we have reduced stability with the prison and increased military for the fortress. Dang, I'm surprised you guys didn't try to buy something else to negate the barons. Interesting. Interesting. Rebellion. You have nothing? Oh yeah, it's true. People do be poor sometimes. People do be poor. Not me. I have decent treasury. So no worries, no worries. I'm not poor, and that's what counts. Your ambition. At the start of your reign, you said you wanted to be a saint. Well, you're on your way to reaching that goal. The church have never loved a king more. Well done, your majesty. But to shut down your noble scheme for good, we need to build on that reputation. Your advisors have some ideas. We help you spread the zeal of the ninth god. The church will lend your full support. With the backing of the church, the nobles don't dare move against you. You've heard of the Scepter and Sage, the ancient lost artifact forged by Queen Almond the Wise? As there of any king who recovers it, the ruler Golden Age. A wise decision, your majesty. I'll begin sending out adventurers to track down the scepter's location. But adventurers aren't cheap. Your priority is to raise the overall faith and trade as much as you can. And of course, there can't be open rebellion amongst the nobles. Ugh. Helping hand. Yeah, sure. Your majesty, this commoner says he's here to see you. Stranger. My king, I've come to you in your hour of need. I know of the curse that ails you and I can help. Hush, you fool. Look, you didn't pick authority? Yeah, that is not what I was going to choose. My authority needs to be tanked anyway, so that's the last thing I want. You quickly arrange a private meeting with the peasant somewhere away from the prying ears of the council. I'm from a group of people just like you, your majesty, werebeast, who have learned how to live with their affliction. We can help. Oh god. No. The killings have been getting worse, especially in the Crown lands. Oh god. Dang it! I don't want to. It's a choice, my lord. Shut up, Greg. Shut up, Greg. God dang it. That was -2. No, I thought it was gonna be a -1. No. Of course, your majesty, it would be an honor. The peasants take you to meet a group of local tavern. You meet the people from all walks of life, teach you how to control your urges through meditation, special recipes, and folk rituals. Sure enough, the dreams fade in both intensity and frequency, and a long road ahead of you, but with time, the other werebeasts are confident you will never you will match your power. God dang it! Dang it! It repeats itself? Man, yeah, my authority got trashed last time, too. Ooh, Countess Masconnect. I don't mean to exaggerate, your highness, but I believe I have pioneered a most incredible invention in the history of mankind. Was hosting a small party, playing cards with some old friends, and called for a servant to bring me something to eat that was both tasty and convenient. As my hands were occupied, the servant brought me that evening with the will change the world forever, your highness. Sounds like your servant invented it. Yes, and he's my employee, so I own the idea. It's only fair. Behold, you know, she holds in the air a plate. Atop the plate are 2 slices of bread with a piece of meat wedged. The servant figured out how to make a sandwich. It allows the hungry noble to consume 2 slices of bread plus meat all at once, saving valuable time. Meanwhile, the bread serves as an impregnable barrier, preventing one's hand from being besmirched by meaty juices. Breathtaking. It's breathtaking. Naturally, since this is my invention, I propose we name it after me. In a few years' time, expect everyone to enjoy a nice Mass Connect for lunch. Wow, so surprisingly, that's not the worst name that could actually have. We're gonna get this big chungus up on that. But naturally, this innovation cannot be made available for free. Every time a Mass Connect is consumed, I expect a small royalty payment. Wheels goes up and down. Okay, here we go. B, C, and D. B, no, Mass Connect are too delicious to be controlled. C, Mass Connect shall receive a one-time reward. And D, the servant should be rewarded instead. That was his name. What's his name again? So, it all depends. It all depends. Okay. 3, 2, 1. And there we go. Voting has closed. Greg, Sane, and the Arbiter have voted for. Thank you, Your Grace. I suppose it's better than nothing. The Mass Connect Countess gains all the money, even though Mass Connect I don't think is here, and the treasury loses money. And then trade is also increased by 2. Trade is increased by 2. Mass Connect approve a massively popular luncheon. Bakeries spring up across the east. Experimenting with new ingredients. Turns out you could put almost anything between 2 slices of bread. Wow, that's pretty cool. Wow. I don't like this. I don't like this. Taxing time. Mass Connect got a bunch. I'm gonna go and tax the counts. Taxing. It takes from the lowest. Oh god. Oh no, it's minus 400 all. Woohoo! Oh, the boiling point. Wait, there's only one. There's only one. What is this? Another riot today, Your Majesty. What? The watch put a stop to it, but we're fighting a losing battle. The ranks are full of skeptics asking you to defy or corrupt you. No! What? That's not all. A number of towns' crown lands have stopped paying their taxes and are calling for you to step down. Doesn't. Oh God! The Grandees spread vicious rumors. Ah, the Grandees! Unfortunately, oh God. It's famously hard to quell unrest like this without the support of your military. And well, I have a solution, Your Highness. Everyone turns in surprise, apart from the spy master, who sighs. Abdicate is the only way. You didn't. The Grandees and I have been spreading the truth of your misdeeds. It's true, but the people deserve to know, and how they're understandably upset. God damn! I should have just stayed a werewolf and eat people. I should have stayed a werewolf and ate people. Traitor Caesar! Passwatch offers a look between each other. A moment. No, the nuns! The nuns! I forgot! I made the nuns! Your people don't respect you anymore. Throw me in the dungeons at your own peril. Once word gets out, more than a ride on your hands. Shut just before you realize your mistake. I had to do it. I had to do it. I had to do it. Do you think the sisters would betray the will of the one true God you serve? Watch, defend your king. A few officers move the hesitation, their hands tremble until one of the sisters high kicks a particularly brave watchman in the side of the helmet, knocking him out cold. The rest scatter. I fight my way out. You draw a hidden dagger and make a sudden strike on one of your traitorous honor guard, but the nun expertly catches your wrist and twists. She keeps twisting it till you feel excruciating pain. The dagger drops to the floor. Your the High Inquisitor simply tuts. Dude, what happened to Werewolf Me? Where's Werewolf Me? Take him away, Xenovan and the Sane man. We will be here. Oh, wait, take away Xenovan and the Sane man will be here in the morning to arrange your abdication, Your Majesty. She gestures pointedly at your advisors. For the rest of you, you better be on your best behavior. No one moves a muscle to help you as you're hauled away. The next morning, you're sent from the dungeon straight to the council chamber without explanation or even hot breakfast. It becomes apparent that you will be forced to sign your own abdication. Grandees fill the benches, looking on with sinister smiles, while the other nobles shake their heads in dismay as you approach. Your wife sits beside you, sullen, with a sullen expression on her face. My final words to the council before you sign, Your Majesty. Oh, authority is the only thing. You'll find it harder than it looks. It's harder than it looks. My kingdom authority can't go any lower. As you scribble the final signature of preparation, the Grandees clap and cheer. The Chancellor takes the document and shows it to the room. Your reign ends not in a blaze of glory, but a historical footnote at the end of your family's dynasty. At least you kept your head. A penance for his heresy, the ex-King Keo was forced to join the monastery and take a vow of silence. Rushing to complete the scheme, the counts attempted their blood ritual too early and summoned a demon. The summoned demon escaped their control and slaughtered dozens, including Luda and Count Adrian Wexler. In haste to complete their scheme, the barons mishandled their gunpowder and blew up in their faces. Literally, all that was found of Baron Snowy Rose was a pair of boots with the feet still inside. The Inquisition's bonfires blazed in every street of the kingdom, there with heretics and dissenting voices disposed of. The Grandees crowned Zonovan as rule over the ashes, and the other nobles don't dare protest. Yes, no, he died again. Game Ledger. Zonovan of the East. King of the successor is King of Zonovan, 2 years, 9 months. The nobles, the wealthiest was these two, poorest was Adrian. Nah. And finally, kingdom ended with this going on. Oh, I lost again. I lost again. because I didn't want to kill anybody. I didn't want to kill any more people. I should have took the stability hit. God damn it. Well, that was fantastic, everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed. That was fun. Furry X King. Yeah. Only furry at night. Only furry at night. Thanks, Snowy. Finboy Furry. It was good. It was fun. I lost again. I think next time we play this, we'll do continue game. We'll try continuing the game. We'll see what it does. We'll see what continue game does. So if anybody out there is hanging out in the background, I recommend busting out another a follow, because I guess we're raiding out. Yes, we're gonna raid out today. We are going to raid out. We wait. Ah, Jenna, what's up? Oh, you missed it, Jenna. We were playing a cool game called King of the Castle. It's a real fun game. I didn't die this time. I kind of wished I died. I should have fought my way out because I'd rather die. I like it when I die. I think it's hilarious. Hi, Carroton. There's a Sonic murder mystery. Hold up. I gotta take a gander. At this. Oh yeah. Merch. If anybody wants to take a look at, don't go to Streamlabs. I gotta fix the Streamlabs one. But if you guys want to see what I got on sale, the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. That is so weird. I'll add it to my library immediately. Dude, cats go where they need to. Need the art pad. Dude, I hope that art pad turns out. I already bought some. I already bought one, so here, just so everybody knows, I'm gonna go ahead and switch back to this so you guys can see what I got. For people who can't go to it just yet, these are the merch things that I decided to make. I got a shirt with the Tricoin on it. We got this. It's sporting Jenna's fantastic drawing of me on the front and a Tricoin in the back. So it's a pullover with that. I also made an apron. I plan on buying this one as well. I have this one on the way. Come in a couple different colors. And then we have a Tricoin mouse pad. It's just a mouse pad. Oh, wow. Crystal Pearl with a raiding party of 32. Oh my lord. Oh god. Don't stop okay. Hello, Crystal. How are you? How was your stream? SO. We'll at Crystal. What were you playing? Playing Makers and Crafting. Ooh, what's that game? Makers and Crafting. I do not know what that game was. We were playing King of the Castle today. Sadly, I just finished a dynasty. when you've raided in, the little comment. Hello. Do you guys know of this game? This game's pretty cool. Takes a lot of interaction with the peepos.
You got your
Oh!
You got your baited. You got your baited.
But thank you for the raid. And people, for the new people in here, I'm Killikio. I collect. I collect figures, and I'm a variety streamer. I like to do cooking, art, and just random games. See, look, I have a substantial amount of waifu figures. Ugh, nothing better than a man. Oh, gross. I also got a giant taiga that's right down there. I do figure unboxings and everything. Category makers and crafters. I was telling everyone you also do illustrations. And I was doing embroidery. Ooh. Actually, I was actually showing off some of my merch stuff. And guess what? One of the merch things. One of the things that I put on there is a playmat with my art on it. So those of you who are just showing up, Crystal's right. I do some art and right up on there. That's some of my artwork. So I jump between doing art and amongst other things. Ooh, I clicked on something. All right. Let's do an embroidery, dude. That I gotta take a look. I'm gonna have to take a look at that. I want to see what you made. Ooh. So, oh wow. Dude, I don't think I could ever do that. Juggernaut, Juggernaut is my favorite. Yeah, it's a good one. And then I got the Cheese God sticker. I mean, it looks good though. It looks good. I got kind of fumbly fingers. But one thing I do plan on doing in the future is I plan on doing, because I have done cosplay. I've done cosplay in the before. Like here's some of the things I've made for some of my cosplays. Please give me a second whilst I grab something. So if any of you guys know For Honor, I made a oh shoot, probably should make that not blurry. I made a For Honor helmet way back when. This is the Warlord's helmet. It has dank hair and everything. And then I also did, you can see, oh, you can't really see it, but I did the Shigoki as well. I dropped it on the ground, so this is kind of broken, but I've done the Shigoki as well. That one was really fun. I also have a rice set. Where's the big Chungus mallet? Oh yeah. Obviously you gotta have the beat stick. Gotta have the beat stick of the Kanabo. Gotta have the Kanabo. Boom, 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 boom. and then finally, gotta grab this part. Ugh. And take to make those. Oh man, a while. Well, I've been to this convention called Gen Con. Have you ever heard? If any of you guys like playing board games or anything like that, this is a con that is like super hardcore, worth going to. It's fantastic. Also, I have a Miku wall hang. Love board games. Oh shoot! Board game lover. Hey yo, dude, have you ever been to Gen Con? I didn't make this, but this is my shield. This is my shield for For the warlord. Yeah. I also made a dumb. I also bought a dumb sword, but I made the pommel on it. Ja. So yeah, those usually took a couple months to make. The helmet took a little while, but I plan on doing another one. I have not. I'm new to board game as well, but I've been playing a couple now with some friends. Ascension is one of the best ones. I think I've played Ascension. I may have played Ascension. I'm not 100% sure. I've played so many games, and they're hard. And it's hard to remember. Oh, you know what? I have not played Ascension. Ooh. Ooh, Ascension looks kind. Ooh, there's Ascension tactics and stuff. Ooh. Look out there. My good old rice hat. She, yeah, boy. Let's see. It adds character chip to us. Yes, it does. We've done a board game. Yes, I played a game called Flame Rouge on stream. Flamme Rouge. I gotta make sure. Flame Rouge board game. Not Flamborg. The Rice Hat 2, you use it on stream like you. Looks nice. Dude, I love this this hat. Okay. So I played this game on stream. Which is a really interesting board game. It's called Flamme Rouge, and it's like you're doing a Tour de France, and all these little pieces all connect together, and you have a deck of the spaces you can move, and you keep shuffling your deck and you keep playing cards, but you only have a finite number of cards and a finite number of numbers in the cards. And each time you play a card, it would either make one or the other one of your bicyclists move forward. But just like in normal cycling, you don't want to splurge all your fast-moving cards. So you may shoot up a whole bunch of spaces, but then you won't have them for the end of the game. So you may get super far ahead, but then lose due to not having enough stamina at the end of the thing. It was a very fun game to play on stream. And very interesting. This is why, yeah, this game is so fun. Let's see. You try, yeah, Flame Rouge. If you have friends to play Flame Rouge, get it. It is so good. It is so good. It is a very fun game to play. This is another game that is fantastic. It's called Wingspan. I would definitely recommend it. It comes with these little these boards and these little eggs and stuff, and the objective of the game is to fill out your board with different types of birds from the world, and as you fill them up, some of them are worth a certain amount of points. They lay eggs, allowing you to add more birds to your board, and we have that on our list. Oh, dude, get it. If you get it, it is worth it. It is another one of those games that's very worth it. I don't understand it. Yes, it'll take a little bit. If you have a lot of time and you're okay with crunchy games, this is another fantastic game. It's called Root. And the way the game is played is very unique. Each person plays. Oh shoot! Oh god! Okay, we're good. I had my helmet on. Root. R-O-O-T. Ooh. Hey yo. Oni-chan. Oh yeah. Root's pretty good. Yes. Each person plays as a different species of forest animal. In this one, you can see there's cats. Oh shoot. Okay, yeah. You can see that there's cats. These are the little cats right here. And then there's birds. And then there's I believe in Milko. And then there's like a little raccoon that goes around stealing stuff and things. The game can be very crunchy, and when I refer to crunchy, it has a decent amount of rules and it takes some time to get used to. But when everybody understands how to play it, it is very, very fun. Everybody has their own kind of objective that they're going for, and it can get pretty crazy. Let's see if I can find some other really good ones that we've played. I haven't played Gloomhaven. Gloomhaven is pretty expensive. Everdale is a pretty good one. Never played Too Many Bones. Scythe. Need a game. I want to be a cat. Dude, the cats are industrious. The cats are very industrious. Silver Bayonet. Silver Bayonet. Nah, man, don't make me look at chit games. I don't like chit games. I highly dislike chit games. They're not good at, they don't look good. There's war games as well, but I don't. Crystal, do you know of the term Euro game? Raccoon Tycoon. Oh, Raccoon Tycoon's really good too. Okay, there it is. Oh shoot, don't want to go there. Just want to Euro game. Just gonna type it. Raccoon Tycoon. There we go. Euro games usually concentrate on like resource generating, kind of like an automated kind of thing where you're not necessarily like fighting specifically against something. You're trying to make the best like engine of way of producing things to make to get points. Kind of like yes, yeah. Scythe is one of those games that is very much so one of these resource creating things to try to get yourself forward. This one's real fun. Those cars look adorable. You have these play mats that have these little squares and these little all these little things. There's your mechs and stuff. And oh man, these are high res thingies. You go around trying to take territory, do mechs. I make a D&D character. Ooh, dank. I'll take a look at it. Everdale's another really cool forest creature kind of game. It actually has a little tree you actually have on the table, and this is another one where you have to get resources to buy cards. And you have to so you got wood, there's little mice, there's resin and pebbles, and then berries. And what you do is you're looking to buy these cards to try to help yourself get more resources, and for you to make a higher amount of victory points. There's I think these little coins in the corner count as victory points, and you can have up to a certain amount, and at the end of the game, once everybody has gone through the seasons, you then count up your victory points. But what's cool about these cards is that them themselves have fantastic art on them, and they're all animal based. So you have a little lizard on a lookout, you have that same lizard right here on the lookout. You got beavers that are architects, and you got a little mice lady, another I don't know who that is. I don't know what that is. I don't know. That's not a beaver. Maybe it's an otter. Another mole. Yeah, beautiful cards. This one has very, very, very nice artwork. And then I'll do one more because I really like this game. It's called Raccoon Tycoon. This is pretty much the game itself right here. Again, also has really good artwork on the cards as well. but the way you play the game is that you start off with a set of money, and you have these and you have a set of cards. If you can see on these that these resources all have a money cost. It's kind of like a stock system, which these cards will cause you to do specific things. If I can find a picture, oh yeah, there goes some of those thingies. If I can find a picture of the specific cards, okay. Wow, they do not have any pictures of okay, there we go. This card right here, states that you would I think buy you would buy these, and then these would get affected on the stocks. And what would happen is that some of these would go up, or no, you sell these. Like you put this card down and you sell the luxury, and you get the money equivalent to how high they are on the stock list. And you can see on this bottom part you have wood and 2 iron. So when you play this card, wood will go up 1 and iron will go up twice. So wood would increase up to $4 per wood, and iron will go up to $4 per wood. And then as people play more of these cards, these things can go very high, and you would then try to sell them at their highest, but each time you sell them, they'll reduce in cost. Kinda like when it comes to buying and selling things, yes, but the game itself does not have a board that you actually like place like houses or anything like that. Everything is done by your own hand and your own commodities. You can also there's also buildings you can purchase, and they give different bonuses. Like whenever you get resources, you get +1 wheat, or you can store more commodities. And then there's another section to this next to getting money is railroads and towns. So with railroads, you get these cards right here, which net you victory points. The more railroads you have, the more victory points you get. Auction turns into a wrestling GIF. Yes. When you want to try to get a railroad, you have to do an auction, which is one of the cooler things in this game. It's like you'll see see this big bear. This big bear would be face up. You're like, I want to do an auction on the big bear. So it would start. You would put down you say $5 on Big Bear. Then the next person to the left of you will decide whether they want to put some money on it, and it keep going around. It gets higher and higher until all people decide to pass except for the one person that had the highest bid. They will pay that, and then they will get the Big Bear. And then if the person who started, that's going in really into the rules, but yeah, you would get that gets you points, and then you can also use your resources that you gain to also buy towns. You match towns with railroads, and you get more money. So see, you get 5 and then +2 when paired with a railroad. Ooh, sneeze. Sneezing in. Dust. But yeah, no, this one's a fantastic game. But those are just some of the games that we've me and my friends have recently played that were pretty high up there on replayability. They're really fun. I really recommend, if they're not on the list, I'd say go ahead and throw them on there. Especially if you have a group to play it with, at least 4. They're definitely worth it. What's this? What? Oh yeah. Oh God, money. Oh, money. Wow. But yeah. Those are some of the games that we recently played. Board games are kind of a big thing. Kind of a big thing. What's Faith for? No, that's flavor text. That would be flavor text. Greg. Some of those to help you like flesh out your character. But as of right now, I was at the end of stream. Crystal, thank you again for that raid. We're gonna go ahead and fire on. No, get out of here with a fire on the lake. Get out of here with that trash. It ain't my thing. Crystal, is there somebody that you would want me to jump to? Let's see, who do I got? That's someone playing Fortnite. Everyone is offline, but let me check what seems nice tonight. Yeah. Give me somebody, and I'll go ahead and send the people on to them. Dun, 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 dun. Some robots. I got someone who does sussy art. Someone who does cute, a little more cute art. Someone playing Fortnite. Scav is playing RimWorld. Okay. You have a good night, Snowy. You have a good night. Oh my God. That's some sussy artwork right there. Lord have mercy. There's booba galore. Okay, let's Red Thread Kitty. Let's take a look. It's a thing for that Nicolas Cage vampire movie. Oh, she's doing crafts too. Oh, she's doing that the pokey thingy. I've seen a lot of those thingies. Okay, yeah. We'll go ahead and raid her. All right, we're going to crafts. Needle fetting, yes, that is what she's doing. Those things are cool. Unfortunately, she does have follower only chat. But she's doing something that's really cool. Since Crystal did come in at the very end of stream, we're good to go. Again, thank you for the raid, Crystal. I do appreciate it. And I hopefully you get some of those dank board games, because some of those are fantastically awesome. And I definitely recommend them. So thank you for everybody for hanging out with me. I hope you guys have a good night. And I'll hopefully see you guys on the morrow. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for also stream the game suggestions. Yes, no problem, Crystal. No problem. And we'll go ahead and go to my full cam. Bye-bye. 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 Check out my dank merch. Yeah. And drop me a follow if you want to get notifications later on. Farewell, everybody.